If your website is getting traffic but you're not getting calls, the problem isn't SEO, it's your site. You don't need more clicks, you need more conversions. I'm Joseph, founder of Advise. We help contractors dominate their local market, not just by getting them ranked, but by building websites that actually turn clicks into book jobs. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down why contractor websites don't convert and what needs to be fixed right now. So, section one, why traffic doesn't mean results. SEO brings attention, but attention without trust doesn't convert. If someone lands on your site and there's no photos, no content, no proof that you actually do a great job or that you're trustworthy, then no one's going to call you. No one's going to convert. If you don't have it, they're going to go to the next contractor on the list. They're going to call them and go with them instead. You can rank number one, but if your site looks like it was built in 2012, nobody's calling you. Because if that's the case, most likely your site is ugly, it's not structured properly, it probably loads slow, and it needs complete optimization. If people land on your site and it looks like the off-brand of what the legit looks like, then people are just going to associate that with the quality work you can potentially do. So you want to make sure you want to update that website, get it restructured, and make sure that it's looking good as well. Conversion is what separates a busy site from a profitable business. It doesn't matter how much traffic you get. If the traffic you get doesn't convert into actual clients, if nobody's calling you, if nobody's filling out your lead form, then clearly your website isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Your website needs to be a closer. When people land on your site, its whole job is to get people to convert into actual clients. So if your site isn't structured in such a way that when people land on your site, it's easy for them to find what they're looking for, see you as a trusted expert in the space, and actually convert into a lead, then you have some work to do. Section two, the 5 most common contractor website mistakes. Mistake number 1, no clear call to action. If people don't know what the next step is or the next best step in order for them to get in contact with you, have you go out to their property, give an estimate, and show them what the process would look like if they actually decided to work with you, then you're losing out on a lot of opportunity. If your phone number isn't big, clickable, and visible, you're losing people by the second. Same thing if you don't have a lead form on your site for people to fill out their information and let you know what it is they're looking for. People are just going to go bounce, go to the next person who makes the process easy. So mistake number 2, weak or generic copy. Again, your website should be built like a closer. The copy on your website needs to address the concerns and the questions people are searching up related to the services that you provide. So if someone searches up terms like hardscaper near me, irrigation near me, retaining wall near me, your website needs to show that you are the trusted expert in the space so that you actually show up these terms and show all these people that are searching up these terms that you are the go-to expert so they actually convert. Nobody wants to read welcome to our site. They want to know what you do, where you do it, and why you're the best choice. So your site needs to show that. Mistake number 3, no proof of work. If people land on your site, they have no idea what the quality of work looks like that you do. Why would they want to give you a call versus someone else who showcases all that? People want to see the work that you do so they can visualize what it would actually look like for them to work with you. So if they need to get a retaining wall done and you have photos on your site that showcases the quality of work that you do, they can visualize that. They can say, okay, I like this. I believe he's going to do a great job for me. Let me reach out to him. So if there's no before and afters, no reviews, no project photos, there's going to be no trust. And without that, they're going to the next person who does have that. So without all that, they're going to bounce to your competitor. Mistake number 4, slow load speed. If your website takes more than 3 seconds to load, people are going to bounce. They're going to go to your competitor. People don't have a high attention span anymore because of Facebook, Instagram Reels, TikTok. People are always scrolling. So if it takes more than 3 seconds to load, it doesn't matter what you have on your website. People aren't going to see it anyways. So make sure you fix all the technical errors on your site to where it actually loads fast so you can get people to the next step of the process of actually seeing the content you have and actually converting. And mistake number 5, mobile experience is trash. Most people are going to be searching for your services on mobile. So if it's not optimized properly and people are having to zoom in, zoom out, scroll side to side just to see what you have on your site, they're going to bounce. And along with the website load speed, Google looks at bounce rates. If tons of people are bouncing, it's letting Google know that they're not having a good user experience on your site, and that's going to hinder your ranking ability. So make sure it's optimized properly, which I'll show you an example here in a second of what this should actually look like so people don't keep bouncing from your site. Section 3, what a high converting contractor website actually looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up one of our client sites and give you an idea of what this should look like. So to give you an example of some things to look for is a clear offer and headline, call button and quote form always visible. Now the before and after galleries and review sidebars, like these are good to have, but it's not necessarily a necessity. But what you do want to make sure you're doing is showing photos on the different service pages. So always make sure you have photos that people can look for. But a good thing that you can add as well, if you wanted this, is before and after galleries and review sidebars. Then city-specific language, stamped concrete patios in Franklin, Tennessee, whatever city it is that you service. Fast, mobile optimized, and easy to navigate. Again, if your website takes forever to load, it doesn't matter what you have on your site, you're going to bounce. So we need to make sure that it loads fast and people have the best user experience possible so they actually convert. So your site shouldn't just look good, it should sell your services 24/7. Again, your website is your closer. It must be structured and set up properly to where it turns people into leads, from where then you can go out, give them an estimate, and actually close the job. Because if you're not getting leads, you're not going to be closing anyone. So to show you what this actually looks like, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up a site here. Boom, see how fast that loaded? That's exactly how fast you want your site to be loaded. So essentially with a website, you want to make it easy for the person to find exactly what it is they're looking for and make it easier for them to get in contact with you. So for example, you see the phone number up here. If they click this, they can get in contact with you via phone. They click the form here, they can submit a lead form that goes directly to you. But essentially you want to have a navigation menu that has all the pages on your website up at the top. So if there's something specific they're looking for, they can easily find that. So the About Us section is just going to let people know who you are as a company, what sets you apart, what makes you different, and just give you a personal touch. And then services, for every service you offer, you want to make sure you have a specific page for that. So if we go down and click on retaining walls, for example, it's going to have a photo, can have multiple photos of that service, and then just a bunch of content around that service to show Google that you are an expert for the service so you actually show up in the search results. So this is what that looks like. And then service areas. For every city or for every service that you offer and every city that you provide that service, you want to make sure you have a specific page for that. So this is what this would look like. List all the services you have and all the cities that you provide that service. So this is going to help you show up in those specific cities because you're letting Google know you serve those areas. Then a blog. This is just posting content, addressing concerns, questions around things people are actually searching to show that you are an expert in the space. It's also going to let Google know that you're an expert in the space. So when people are searching, hey, for example, tree maintenance services, why they matter and how Russell Endeavors delivers the best care in Alabama. So this is just providing content around that specific service, again, to showcase that you're an expert. So you want to make sure you're providing a ton of these monthly. And a Contact Us page. Again, this is just going to make it easy for people to get in contact with you, fill out a form, or give you a call. And again, on also every single page, there's a Contact Us. Contact Us, scroll down, call us, contact us. Again, you want to make sure it's very easy for people to get in contact with you after they found what it is they were looking for. So that is what a website should be looking like. So exit out of here. So essentially, if you're getting traffic but your phone isn't ringing, it's time to optimize your site. So to pretty much recap everything we discussed today, SEO is just visibility. But what they see when they land on your site is what drives the decision. If your site isn't built to convert, you're wasting the traffic you worked so hard to get. So fix the site and the jobs follow. If you got value in this, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.